there's no hope. Children are kind of left to themselves, and the best option for them is to climb into some addiction or just to take their life.
Grew up here, grew up with a lot of depression and just a lot of feelings of not really being loved. Started sniffing paint and gas when I was 7. Got into drinking when I was 12. It was kind of to escape the feelings and just the whole environment of the reservation.
This place has been, it almost seems like war-torn. It's really, kind of heartbreaking to see how much they fight against themselves and fight against each other.
The way I see it, it's about 99% unemployment. With that type of poverty, it seems like there's hopelessness.
Mission groups come in all the time and have little or zero effect.
It's very heartbreaking here. It seems like a forgotten reservation. Nobody really comes out here to try to help them.
There's a really big need and people coming here and helping. And On Eagle's Wings does that. They come and bring hope, and there's natives expressing and verbalizing their hope they found in Jesus on the basketball courts, and just showing that hope and that love that they don't see on the reservation.
We just try to connect with everybody and, play a little basketball, play a little music.
OEW meets the youth where they're at. They come in and they relate with the youth, and in no other way. I have never seen a ministry do this, and it's exciting to watch and unfold.
It's all they have. Literally, it's all they have is just a basketball court, and that's their only hope, their only way to get their feelings out, or their only way to just handle life. That's the way to connect with people, and we bring true hope in Jesus Christ.
But in between everything that we do, we always give our hope stories of how Jesus Christ changed our life.
You watch the kids out there day to day with their activities of basketball and stuff, but I think it's really the testimonies from peer to peer that impacts our communities.
You get to express the joy and the hope and the love and just telling people that the one who gave you that joy and that hope is Jesus.
I grew up in an alcoholic and an abusive home, and it was just like a constant cycle, and I felt like there was no way out of it.
I remember what I heard about Jesus. I remember what people said about Jesus, and so I started praying. I said, God, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're real or not, but God, I need somebody to come into my life right now and take this pain away. I don't want this life. I don't want this pain.
And that night, I felt a love that I never felt before. I felt a love of a mother. I felt the love of a father. At that point, I didn't feel like an orphan anymore, and I wasn't afraid to die.
So when you hear those hope stories coming from a young Native warrior, that gets them. They can relate.
We're the same as them, but the only difference is we have Jesus in our lives, and that's something that they come to want.
I'm telling you, Jesus is the greatest reason to make a stand. And if you're wanting to make that stand tonight, I'm going to ask you to come to the center of this basketball court right here and stand beside me. It's the greatest decision you could ever make. So I'll just wait. If you're going to come now.
It's just awesome to just see the masses come up to that center of that court when we, give an invitation to start a relationship with Jesus.
You get to see lives transformed, and you see the joy and the peace in their face, and that's what On Eagle's Wings does.
It was just really amazing seeing how God worked in people's hearts, all the people in gangs, drugs, alcohol, and how He changed their life around from hearing our stories.
Every single team member just came out there in a force of love, and the entire place just seemed a completely different reservation almost.
OEW will provide your community with a spiritual lift that would carry that community, and to see a community actually unite together. It impacted our tribe very greatly in our community because it gave our people self-worth that they are something in this world and they can be something.
A lot of my friends have passed away because of drinking, and the life. And if I didn't find Jesus, or Jesus didn't find me, and someone expressing that hope they found in Jesus, I probably wouldn't be alive. If someone comes here and just shares Jesus like the On Eagles Wings team does, there's hope for any place in America, anywhere, any reservation.
I believe that with natives, there's just something in our spirits that keeps us connected with the Creator, and we look for Him in different ways, but God's the true way. Jesus Christ is the true way.
I believe right now Native America, American Indians are going to rise up for their Creator. They already believe in the spiritual. They're going to get up and they're going to believe, and they're going to follow hard after a risen chief, the chief of all chiefs that they haven't even seen.
I believe as long as you're breathing, there is always hope. And there is hope on this reservation.